whenever the Villa game on. The Villa game on, bro. I'm getting paid in it. Listen, whatever I had to do to get money, I was doing. I was at the age of 12.
Raza Ahmed, professional boxer. 17 wins and 0 losses until...
And the referee's looking. It could be all over right here.
So you were 17 or no?
I lost my last 2 fights. I'm 2 fights away from becoming somebody. I went to the academy in Manchester. I was living there Monday to Friday, getting a monthly wage, a bit of money, accommodation paid for, travel paid for. Some of the best fighters in the country, training 3 times a day. That's it, man. I kept winning everything. My mum never watched me fight. Morning I was fighting and she was coming back on the night and she rang me, I'm coming back today. Died at 12 p.m. I went and had my first fight at 8 p.m. My brother passed away and my granddad passed away. It comes to a stage in your life where you think, you know what, what's the worst that can happen now?
Would you fight a YouTuber?
Of course I would.
Who would you fight?
Any one of them, man.
KSI?
KSI shit, man.
Welcome to another episode of the CEO of You, where we interview entrepreneurs, go-getters, and ultimately anyone that wants to improve their life.
Recently, we've had a look at our analytics and we've noticed over 80% of you guys are not subscribed.
So if you could do us a favor, hit the like button, subscribe button, and also comment down below as well.
Thank you, and back to the video.
It's a tough story. Where does it start?
Um,
Where did you grow up? Where was you born?
Originally born in Aston.
Aston.
Born in Aston and then obviously moved to Handsworth when I was about 12 years old. Started boxing. Used to play a bit of sport first, football, cricket.
Any good?
I was good, you know. I was good in cricket. Every Pakistani is good in cricket.
Yeah.
They're decent.
And then obviously I was about 12 and I was naughty. And my mum wanted me to go boxing, so I started going boxing and my uncle started going boxing and that's it, man. At that time I fell in love with it. Straight away fell in love with it.
Naughty in what sense?
Yeah, what do you mean naughty?
Just getting in fights, mischief, waiting whenever the Villa game on. If the Villa game on, bro, I'm getting paid in it. I'm going out. Listen, whatever I had to do to get money, I was doing. I was at the age of 12.
To the Villa fans.
I'm a Villa fan now. I'm a season ticket holder. But I'm
wait, you're not at the Villa today.
You get me? Like anything I can do, bro, to earn a bit of money. That was my day when the Villa game was on.
No way.
So it was just hard, man. And then
So what do you mean your day? As in you knew?
today I can make some money. So imagine this. There's different ways. Like we used to be about 11, 12, and I had 2, 3 more mates who were a bit older than me. So what we'd do is, whenever there's a Villa game on, first of all, we'd go and find a match day parking sign, you know them £5 parking signs, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
And we'd make a plan to rob it before this geezer chases us from the highway somewhere. So imagine it.
Yeah.
You know them geezers that be standing there with the highway sign. So we used to distract him, pick that up and run off. And there's no chance this fat geezer's catching me. Do you know what I mean? So we'd get off. The second thing we used to do is find a car park. And we had one right at the bottom of Witten Lane. If you own that car park, it was me to do that. Yeah. And get a hammer or something, bro. Go smash the gate, smash the lock, open the car park, put the sign, like I don't know, 100 yards away, bro. Get fake Ivy. Say 3 young Pakistani kids, you know, and £5 match day parking, bro, and get about 40 cars in there. I used to make about £600-700. I used to be the youngest. He used to give me £150, £200. And they used to keep the rest. And every Villa game we do that. As soon as the match starts, we're gone. We don't care if your car gets... We didn't care if your car got smashed. So anybody come there. It was mad. And whatever we had to do, we did. Every match we did the same thing.
You know what?
Every match we did the same thing, just to a different car park geezer. Every match.
That's a different type of hustle, you know. I was expecting, I was out in the streets, shotting,
drugs,
or whatever.
But then at the same time we're doing that, there were some geezers from Aston. I'm not gonna say their names. And police used to post their pictures in a leaflet and post it to your letterbox. If you see these guys on match day, let us know. So there was another 2, 3 geezers used to just go and break car windows and rob laptops and phones. The police were on them just on match day. They used to find them and lock up for that day. So they didn't do that. Imagine that.
Man said just for that day.
Just for that day, bro. 'Cause they used to do it every match. Laptops, phones, whatever they can get.
Oh, I'd hate to be a Villa fan back then, you know. Imagine
then,
trying to go through the matches.
Back then, bro, if you were parking your car in a car park, 25%, 30%, it's not safe. If you're parking on the road, 100% it's not safe.
So growing up, obviously being a naughty child, how did you first experience that first moment in boxing?
I was about 12, and my uncle used to go. And he used to come home and he used to think he's the man. He's about 17, take his top off, start shadow boxing in the mirror. And I used to think, yeah, man, this guy's the man, innit? Then I started going. And listen, so I used to go to school as well. So after school, instead of getting up to no good, my mom used to say, come on, take him boxing. I used to go boxing at 5, finish at 7, come back, eat and go sleep. And you just make a routine of it, you know. You
So
start
your mom had
enjoying it.
you grounded to boxing very young.
She wanted me to do it. She wanted me to do something with my life. You get it? And it was one thing. Then Amir Khan, thanks to him, you know, he was the man. And you know, every Asian was looking at that and thinking, every Asian parent or anybody was looking at that and thinking, wow, what if my son can achieve a bit of what he's achieved or anything? You get it? And that's it, bro. I just kept going.
Tell me about your mom. I'm guessing you got a lot of love for her.
Yeah, my mom was an amazing person. You know, you can ask everybody if you ever meet them, what was his mom like? My mom was an amazing human.
What would they say?
She was a giver. She was a giver. She was brave. She was a lovely person. She was there for everybody. You get it? You know, her heart. She had a very rich heart, and she had cancer at the time. So my mom was fighting cancer for 5 years. From the age of 7, I was 7 till 12. My mom fought. Where to an extent she couldn't fight it anymore. You know, it got all over her body to an extent where she was on her last legs. And then my mom went to Saudi Arabia. She wanted to do pilgrimage before she passed away. And us Muslims, we believe if you die in Saudi Arabia, you're blessed. You're one of a million people, because everybody wants to die there if you're a Muslim. My mom's gone there and she never made it back. 11th of May 2006.
And one thing about that is she helped you all the way through your boxing career. I could imagine she's seen some of your amateur fights too.
My mom never watched me fight.
So
She's never watched you fight.
So she didn't get, because I know she.
No, because I've gone to school in the morning. I was fighting, and she was coming back on the night, and she rang me, "I'm coming back today," and then she died at 12 p.m. My uncle picked me up from school at 12 o'clock, and then I went and had my first fight at 8 p.m. So that showed my character at the time. You know, I've gone and fought and just never looked back, bro. And she never ever watched me fight. But if she watched me fight, oh, she would have loved it. Because I was good.
So your mom passed away on your first fight?
Yeah, first fight. I fought on the night. She passed away in the morning.
That's crazy.
What was going through your head that day? Walk me through that day.
That day was, I mean, I had a little brother and a sister. I still got a sister. I had a little brother and a sister. And when my mom's died, I've come to the kitchen and they're both standing there and they're clueless, because one's 4 and one's 5. And even though my mom's died, I had to be very strong and be the older brother to these two right now, because they're looking up on me and thinking, what's happened? They don't know what's happened. They're 4 and 5 years old. You get it?
Yeah.
And that day, man, it was just full of emotions. Full of emotions. I've never felt like it until my brother died. I never felt like that.
Your brother passed away?
My brother passed away, and my granddad passed away, who was my best mate. So it was one of them things, man. And it comes to a stage in your life where you think, you know what? What's the worst that can happen now? You've most likely lost most people you've loved. You get it?
Yeah.
What's the worst that can happen now?
And how did your brother pass away?
My brother was 21 years old and he bought a motorbike, an R1. And I said to him, what are you doing, man? His mates have bought bikes, but they're not bought a bike like that. Like, what are you doing, man? Allow it, man. Don't get these bikes. Don't ride a bike. And he's like, look, I don't smoke. I don't drink. I love adrenaline. Let me have a bike for a bit. So he bought this bike, and the day he was getting rid of it, he died on it. The day he's getting rid of it, he's come out of work, bro, and someone's pulled out on him. And 90% of motorbike accidents happen because it's not their fault. It's always, 90% of the time, it's the other person's fault. And so my brother was unlucky, man. He passed away straight away on the spot. Cardiac arrest, bang. Not a pinch of blood on the floor, just passed away. And that's how quick things can happen in life.
And then
bang, passed away.
Is it just you and your sister now?
Me, my sister, and I got a beautiful little daughter.
Okay.
And that's it, man. But it's one of them things, isn't it? Especially when my mom died, I had a friend, and his dad spoke to me, and he goes to me, no matter what happens in life, remember this: buses and trains don't stop running. You know what that means?
What does it
Everything
mean?
goes on, bro. Nobody cares. Life goes on. The next day, you're still getting up and doing what you're doing, innit? Life goes on. Don't dwell on it too long. We all have to go one day, and that's it. That's the mindset I've got now. If anything happens, what's the worst that you can do? Just get up the next day and carry on again.
Is that the mindset you took into the first fight?
Now I was a baby, then I was a kid. You know, for me, it was more my family convinced me, go and make your mom proud. My uncle convinced me, go and make your mom proud. And that's the most important thing. I just wanted to come home with a trophy in my hand. And
Did you?
of course I did. Of course I did. I got a picture of it. So of course I did. And that's it, man. After that, I didn't look back. I didn't want to do anything else after that, because if I can do something so big on the day I've lost my mom, go for it, man. What's the worst that can happen? You're going to fail, but you tried, didn't you? So that's it, really.
Fair enough. So what happened next?
Started boxing full time, sorry.
How old was he?
12.
12.
Started boxing full time, going to school. So I went to school till I was about 14. So I used to run in the morning, go to school, and then my amateur trainer used to take me to boxing, and then drop me off sometimes. I used to jog back sometimes. And then when I was 14, 15, I went to the academy in Manchester. Got picked to go to an academy in Manchester.
Sick.
I was living there Monday to Friday, getting a monthly wage, a bit of money, accommodation paid for, travel paid for. Some of the best fighters in the country, training 3 times a day. And that's it, man. I kept winning everything: national titles, Asia titles, representing England. You know, it's a big thing.
Yeah.
And I just kept winning. Lost a few, kept winning. And then, listen, it kept me away from everything. Kept me away from badness, really. It kept me away from doing what a lot of people, you know, where we come from, do.
Yeah.
I know, because
I
just
didn't-
based on what you were saying, we're all from Handsworth and Aston.
We are told to, we are expected to fail, aren't we? Expected to do nothing in life, really and truly, and it's end up in jail or sell drugs. That's the truth, isn't it?
Especially in Handsworth, yeah.
And obviously I've gone away, and it's kept me away from all of that, man. And I think that's the reason why probably I'm still here. It's boxing. Even though I've not achieved a lot from it, it's boxing is the main reason why I'm still here, because it gave me discipline. It taught me how to do well in life. It told me how to carry myself. It taught me self-defense, how to respect people. Most importantly, it's made me to the man I am today.
Fantastic. Tell me about them camps, the camps in Manchester. What's
So-
it like day to day?
You'd wake up, 7 o'clock you're running till 8 a.m. Then you have your breakfast. 10 till 12 you're training again. Punching, bags, pads, sparring. 12 o'clock you've got your lunch. Then from 2 till 4 you've got lessons. Sorry, 2 till 5. So it's like a college as well.
Okay.
Okay.
You got a sports college. Hop it all. So you go do your lessons. Go and put your head down for a bit, and then 7 o'clock you're training again, bro, till 8:30 in the night. And then food and sleep.
Did you ever get bored?
Nah, I loved it, man. At that time, I loved boxing. Boxing was everything, because then boxing weren't so much of a business. You're an amateur. All you have to do is win titles. You're getting paid. You're getting picked. But when you turn pro, it becomes a business. It becomes a rat race. You know, the line has to be afraid of the rat when you turn pro. And boxers are a lot of dogs. You know, fighting dogs, fighting chickens. When they lose, what happens? Put them on the shelf. Nobody cares no more. That's boxers for you. Every boxer will tell you that. That's the truth about boxing. You lose, nobody cares about you, man. You can't lose, and that's a harsh reality of boxing. It don't matter how good you are anymore. Can you sell tickets? Can you sell 2, 3, 4, 500 tickets? If you can, don't worry, man. We'll make you into a champion. If you can't, chug on, mate. That's the truth about boxing.
Why do you think boxing is like that? Because it's like the massive thing people talk about these days is like YouTuber boxing and actual professional boxing. And then it's like YouTuber boxing, despite the fighters not being as good as professionals, they get more recognition, more views, more money, more sponsorships in every fight compared to people who actually love the sport and that can actually box.
See, I know boxers who have been boxing since they were 11, right?
Yeah.
Achieved so much and don't have nothing. Then you get YouTubers who have got a couple of 100,000 followers on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. And what happens is promoters see that and think, what can you bring me? I'm a promoter. You're a YouTuber and you're a fantastic boxer. But he's bringing me the numbers. He's bringing me the money. He's bringing me the views. So who am I going to like? I don't care about you. I care about him though. He's making me money and that's the truth about
So
it,
even
bro.
for the love of the sport,
There
everyone is
no
going to pick
love.
the money.
There is no love of the sport. Mike Tyson got robbed. That was 15 years ago. Who are we now? Mike Tyson, the baddest man on the planet, you know. What love of the sport?
What do you mean he got robbed?
He got robbed. Read up on him, his story. At one stage, you were left with nothing. A man who earned 230 million and nothing left. Promoters, managers.
Bro.
It's all about money. And if you're making me money, we love you. If you don't make me money, we don't. That's the truth with everything in life, not just boxing. Money in it.
So what about yourself in your career?
My
'Cause
career.
recently you just had a loss as well.
Yeah, I lost.
Do you feel like promoters are going to put you to the shelf because of that fight?
No, I don't have a promoter. I have a management team. And I lost to the better man on the day. Listen, there's no down thing in losing. There's no shame in losing, shall I say. You know when you strive to be great and you don't care about your zero, your O, and you know you want to achieve big things, take a risk. What's the worst that can happen? You're gonna learn in it. But what about if I never took that risk? I'd be there sitting at home now, scratching my head, thinking, what if? Could have, would have, should have. I took a risk. I got knocked out. I got caught early in the fight. The better man won. That's the truth of it. And, you know, if another opportunity comes again, I'll take it again. I'm not one to shy away from a challenge. And I think if most boxers have that mindset in boxing, you'll see a lot more fights.
Okay.
But right now, everybody's worried about one thing, protecting the O, looking good on Instagram. Look at me.
You think so? You
100%.
think so? Talk to me a bit more about that. Talk to us a bit more about that.
Most
social
fighters,
media.
a lot of fighters don't take risks. They don't want hard fights. They don't want to fight no one because to them it's about Instagram boxing. I want to be famous on Instagram. I want to have that zero next to my name. The general public, you guys don't know nothing about boxing. If I was to fight somebody tomorrow and knock him out, you're not going to be like, yo, he's sick.
Okay. Yeah.
If I went into a 50-50 fight against somebody hard and come out with a broken nose and just about won, you're going to be like, he just about won. But you won't look at the opponent I fought and the opponent he fought. You understand? And what happens is professional boxing, eventually fighters start believing their own hype. People start blowing smoke up your ass and you start believing it. And then it makes you soft. You don't want the hard fights.
Do you think Anthony Joshua is an example of that?
Nah, man.
Nah.
Man.
Nah.
Look at him. Look how much he achieved.
Even
He's
though
fought
he
everybody.
hasn't fought Tyson Fury.
He's not ducking nobody. He's not ducked. Who's he ducked? He's fought everybody. But it comes to a stage where you can't just think about fighting everybody. You want to make sure you're earning right as well. Because you know when you enter the ring, bro, you can die. So if he's made a name now, he's made a brand. If he's asking for 50 million to fight Wilder or Josh Fury, pay him the money. Pay the man his money because he's worth that. He's fought Klitschko. He's fought Usyk. He's fought everybody, man. I'll give him his credit where it's due. He's a G. Look how well he's done.
So what do you think he did to build his name in this boxing career and actually fight
He
good
won an
people?
Olympic gold medal, bro.
That's it.
You won an Olympic gold medal, bro. You're the man. He was the man. He's the man. Let's be serious, you know. He won an Olympic gold medal. He's a marketable man. You can, you know, put him on a billboard with no top on and a Hugo Boss perfume. Mine, yours, his, and his bird's gonna be looking at him while she's going past. You get me? And licking the lips. Yes or no?
Yeah.
He's a marketable man. He looks good. He can fight, and he can talk. And that's what people love.
Yeah. So what would you say for young boxers coming up who want to actually be maybe as successful as Anthony Joshua or even greater? What would you say?
Work hard, focus, and market yourself right.
Mm.
Marketing can be a big thing, I've realized. Social media. But most importantly, you need any boxer who does well in life has to have a big backing. You need a big backing. You need a team. There's no I in team. Together, everybody achieves more. You heard that phrase before.
Yeah.
You need a proper manager. You need a proper family around you. And you need to work hard. And if you're all on the same page, you can do well.
Mm.
You can do really well. But once again, you need people in your team that are there for you, not them. Because when you start earning a bit or start making a bit or start winning a bit, a lot of people start changing on you.
Speaking from first-hand experience.
Boxing, innit? It's nothing personal, bro. Everybody will tell you the same thing. Listen, it's nothing personal, just business. And that's what everybody says in boxing. So early on in my career, I take everything personal. Why can't I get this fight? Why is he fighting? Why is that manager doing this? Why is my promoter doing that? But then it comes to it where people keep telling you it's nothing personal, it's business. I'm not your cousin. I'm not your brother. You're not my dad that you're going to look after me.
True.
And that's boxing fair. That's the God's honest truth about boxing.
So tell me this: does boxing pay,
Boxing pays.
or does it only pay?
No, boxing pays.
It pays.
Boxing pays, but how I've earned a lot of money, not earned a lot of money, but how I was getting a lot of money was from sponsors.
Okay.
Sponsors really helped me. Really, really helped me.
How did you go about with the sponsors?
With me, how I got my sponsors was I'm just a likable person. They don't sponsor me for my boxing. They sponsor me because they like me, because I've been honest with them. I've been real with them, and I've always attracted good people in my life. And listen, they supported me, man. 20, 30 grand a year, 40 grand a year for me to sponsor. And it helps. It really, really, really helps. Because training camps ain't cheap as well. You go into a training camp for 10, 12 weeks, you need about 15 grand.
Bro.
Your food.
Okay, what happens if the purse that's promised at the end?
There is nothing promised. Because
There's
if your
nothing
fight gets
promised.
cancelled, you're not getting paid.
That's what I was gonna say to you, because I remember watching a video on a UFC
Yeah, for
fight,
real.
and he's done a training
Yeah,
camp,
yeah,
and the
yeah.
fight got cancelled. So
And six,
and he
seven
still
of
has
my
to,
fights I got paid.
and he still has to pay. He still has
still
to
have
pay
to
the
pay,
camp.
even
You still have
though
to pay
No,
the.
you have to when you're in camp, it's day-to-day living, isn't it? You're paying for your food, you're paying for your accommodation, you're paying for your sparring, you're paying for
Okay.
your training. They still want the money. They don't care if you don't fight. The only
Damn.
person who's out of pocket is you when you don't fight. And that's where you need good people in your life, people that support you, people who love you. And sponsors play a big part. But boxing at the highs is amazing. Boxing at the lows is not very good, bro.
So is it just the sponsors that got you by? How much was boxing itself pay, or does boxing itself don't
If you
pay?
fight, you're getting paid. If you fight 3-4 times a year, you can potentially make a bit of money.
Okay.
But then again, your lifestyle changes as well. Like
What
I
do you
said
mean
to you,
by
a lot
that?
of people start blowing smoke up your ass. You're coming up, you're 10, 12, 15 fights in, you've not lost. You're basically the man then, aren't you? Think about it, and you got people around you, this, that. Money goes, man.
You yourself, how have you spent your money? Because you still have a long career ahead of you.
I've
You're
not
only
spent much money,
You're only 29. You still got like
I'm
another
living a
5
good
years.
life, I believe.
Yeah.
With me, I don't worry about money because God always helps me out. God always helps me. God's always had my back. Like even though He took away from me the people I love, and He can't replace that, God's always somehow given me money. I might struggle a bit, but then I get by, and something good will come along for me. So I thank God. And when you're a good person, God helps you. I believe God will always make a way for you. And I've had some amazing people in my life who have supported me. Boxing, whatever boxing pays me, goes back into training camps. You're fighting 2-3 times a year. You get paid, I don't know, you say you get paid 14 grand for a fight. Just saying, yeah? You go back into training camp for 12 weeks, 14 grand's gone. You pay your bills, you pay this, you pay that, you pay your rent or whatever you're paying. To live right now, to be a normal human being, an adult, to live right now, if you're not living at your mum and dad's house, you need about 2-3 bags a month, don't you?
Yeah.
Your rent's what, 12, 13? Okay, a grand is rent. You might be driving a car which is charging you 3-4 10 a month. Your bills, your phone bill, your mates want to go for food. So you need about 3 grand a month to live, right?
Yeah.
So how much have you got left after you earn 15, 16 grand? Then you got your management to pay, you got your trainer to pay, You got board tax to pay. You might owe somebody money. So sponsors are a big thing. And if sponsors help you, you can do really well in life. But like I said, you need a good team around you in boxing. And a lot of boxers are 15, 20 and 0 and they don't have nothing, man. Nothing.
How was your team?
My team's been good. I've got some good people around me. And I've been around good people, man. Then I've had a bad experience in boxing and I've had a good experience in boxing. But overall, I've learned. And you can't really blame no one in boxing. You have to take your own actions. You're in charge of your own actions with everything. And that's the way I look at it. I look at it as, if anything happens, good or bad, it's not on anyone, it's on me. I'm a man. I can't say to you, it was your fault. Nah, man. Let's not play the blame game. It's your fault this happened. Even when I lost, it's on me. It's not on nobody else. And when you start accepting that in life, you'll be a lot more happier.
So you mentioned, obviously, there was good times with your boxing and also bad times with the boxing. What's been some of the highs for you?
Some of the highs for me, man. You know, boxing on BT Sport.
Big up.
Jeez.
Big up.
I've fought on Box Nation. I've fought on the biggest shows in the world. Billy Joe Saunders undercards, 10,000 people in.
What's that feeling like when you're looking
Amazing,
around the
bro.
lights,
You know,
screaming?
You know what happens with boxing, yeah? You know when a fighter fights?
Yeah.
Have you realised when fighters retire, they always come back?
Yeah.
Why do they come back? Because you know that buzz they had, the energy they had, the interactions with everybody loved them off, their attention they had. When a fighter fights on Fight Week, he's the man, and they crave that. Boxers crave that. I've had some good eyes, man. I've had some good people. I've had some good sponsors, you know. My journey ain't over yet. I'm only 29, 30 years old.
That's what I'm saying. Still got a lot to do.
And I've got a lot to learn yet. And, you know, who knows what's going to happen. But I do know for one thing is whatever happens, God will always help me. You get it?
Looking to be a champion?
Inshallah, why not?
Inshallah.
Why not?
Inshallah, why not, man? If I say I'm not going to be a champion, I'm wasting my time. Inshallah, you know, I promised my mom I was going to achieve something big in professional boxing, amateur boxing.
What's the record now? 17-2?
17-2. You know, I lost my last 2 fights, and you know that's never happened with me ever in 20 years.
How does
of
So
that
what's
boxing.
that, 2 in a row?
Yeah.
How does that make you feel? 2 fights in a row?
Sometimes sad, but sometimes I think, you know what? It can be worse. I can be in a bad position. I can be hurt. It's boxing. It's my job. Do I get paid for it? You go to work. You have bad days and good days. You still get paid. So why does it matter if a fighter loses?
True.
You're still getting paid. But you know, it upsets you when you lose because you don't want to let nobody down. You don't want to let yourself down. You know, you have people watching. So, but I think them 2 losses have done my life the world of good because
That's
now,
what I'm thinking. How has that affected you?
good because now nobody expects me to do anything,
Mm.
and now there's no pressure on me. First, there's pressure.
So you were 17-0.
17-0.
And obviously the world's on your shoulders.
You
Like,
know,
yo,
you
this
think-
kid
and I'm
is...
2 fights away from becoming somebody heavy.
Yeah.
Like if I won my fight in December and then when I won this fight, I would have achieved massive things because I would have been the first ever Pakistani to do it.
To
I
go
did
19-0?
No, to achieve the title, I would have achieved.
Oh, you would have achieved that.
But listen, I didn't, and God's got a bigger plan for me. That's how I look at it. God's plan is always bigger than our plan, and I'm safe. I'm healthy. That's the most important thing, isn't it?
Is that what you thought when you first lost?
Nah, when I first listen, I had the mentality when I go in the ring, I'd rather die than lose, man. Honest to God, but some things don't work out, man.
So how did it feel when you first lost?
How did it
Like,
feel?
Yeah, when you just
'Cause you had
in that
yeah,
ring.
you
I
had
walked
that.
out the ring.
I know.
What's
I
that?
walked out
What's
the
that?
ring. But do you know how you look at it? You plan stuff in life, don't you?
Yeah.
How many of your plans have gone to plan?
Some of them don't.
A lot of them don't, right?
Yeah.
Your big plans, you have big plans. Everybody has big plans. How many of them have not gone to plan? 90% of them.
Probably.
So I don't deep it no more, you know. First I think it's shit, I lost. I've lost. What am I gonna do now? I've lost.
Did you ever think back to your mom?
Yeah, but then I feel like I've let her down, and that's when I don't think about it. You know, I'd rather think, I'm gonna do
What do
it.
you think she would say after you first lost?
My mum would be like, look how much you've achieved. Look how far you've come. You've not gone jail.
It's a blessing.
You're not selling drugs.
Another blessing.
And you're still alive.
You're still alive. Look how you've been brought up. Look how you conduct yourself. Isn't that a blessing and a win in itself? Does a status really mean everything? Are you going to remember me for my status, or are you going to remember me for the person I am to you and the person how I treat people? What are you going to remember me
Person who you are.
Person
You're not
you
going to
are.
treat me on what watch I'm wearing or what car I'm driving, bro. You're going to treat me on, every time I see him, he's a good geezer. Offered me a coffee. Do you know what I mean? And that's the most important thing in life. Everything else is materialistic, artificial. It bores out. But being a good person don't bore out. And when you're not in the room, bro, people remember you for being a good person. They don't care about what you've achieved. But the generation we're living in and the times we're living in, what's in your pocket to most people matters more than what's in your heart. Do you agree?
I agree.
And that's the times you're living in. But listen, I think my mum would be very proud of me. Either I go and achieve more in boxing or either I don't. I've got many options in life I can do. I can do so many things. But boxing is my love. Boxing is what I've always done. And
You reckon you have another fight by the end of the year?
100%. Before the end of the year, yeah, I'm speaking to my management. Hopefully by the end of the year. And then I'm going to go hard next year.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to it.
I know.
looking forward to it.
I'm going to go for it next year. I'm going to be 31 next year. I'm going to go for it and see where God takes me. And sometimes it's good to drop to rock bottom and bounce back. So, inshallah, whatever.
I feel
God
like that's
wills.
what happened with you.
Yeah, and on top,
I could imagine that could be mentally challenging. 19,
But it's
well,
broken.
17 and all.
Yeah, it's
Like,
broke me, man.
you're on track to full on greatness, and then one defeat sink you, but
Then the
still-
second
and then
one.
the
Listen, I've had
second
people
one.
around me say retire.
Really?
I've had people around me say you're not boxing no more, retire.
For what reason?
But then with the same people that won't help me do anything else in life. So what the fuck am I going to listen to you for? Do you know what I mean? Because people always want you to do good in life but not better than them. And people don't like it when you outshine them. You understand?
Yeah.
But if it's in my heart to fight again, I will fight again. I'm young, man. I've not took no punishment. Talk to other boxers. They can't even pronounce anything. They can't even talk, a lot of them. I'm not punchy. And my last fight, I got beat, yeah, but I got caught cold early on in my fight. So does that mean my punch resistance is gone now? Does that mean I'm not the same fighter anymore because I got caught cold? Nah, man. And that's a big lesson I tell a lot of kids. Follow your dreams, man. Don't let anyone tell you can't do it. I've not achieved my dreams yet, but I will. But don't ever let anyone say you can't do something.
So what about your dad?
Dad lives
You haven't mentioned him
away.
once.
He lives away. He's here and there. But listen, he's got his own life. I'm a man. What am I going to do? Hold my dad's finger on my whole life?
Why are you so quick to dismiss him?
No, not dismiss him, but he's got his own life. You know?
Was he never there growing
Of
up?
course he was there. He's always there, man.
Yeah.
He was a good man.
What
He's
about
always
when he's
been
through the boxing stage? Was he always
there.
on?
Always there, man.
Yeah.
Always there. But obviously, you need to understand he lost one of his sons. You get it? He lost his wife.
Yeah.
So, a man's gonna move on in life. He's got a right to be happy, get married, and get on with his own life. I'm a man. I need to make my own road in life. He needs to do what's right for him. And listen, man, my dad's he's always in my heart, you know. And anytime my dad needs me, I've got him. But you need to take care of number one before you take care of number two in life. And he's got his own life. He's got his wife, and he's happy. And that's the only thing he asks for is to be happy, bro.
Fair enough.
That's life for you. You get it?
Yeah.
Fairs. So, what's the lowest point you felt in boxing? I'm guessing it's the first loss, or was it the second loss?
But the second loss hurt me more. But like I said, I've been through enough in life for boxing to bring me down. I lost most people I've loved. So why is boxing going to make me feel down? What emotion or feeling is boxing going to give me that I've not felt already in my life? Tell me.
Do you never feel scared?
Scared of what?
Your next fight?
Scared of...
Just because how the previous two went?
I was scared before this fight for 8 weeks. Every night I'd think about it, what's going to happen. But will that change anything? That won't change nothing. But look, everybody's scared. We're all human, ain't we? You're scared. If somebody says to you tonight at 6 p.m., me and you are going to have a straightener, are you going to be thinking about it the whole time, bro?
Adrenaline's gonna be.
You're
pumping,
human.
Yeah.
You're human.
That's gonna happen.
But listen, it's
I'm gonna rock him.
everybody's scared, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, but in the mentally, you're like, yo, I'm gonna rock him.
You're going to rock him, but then deep down, bro, you're going to be thinking, what if?
Yo, what if? Yeah, what happens if he rocks
listen,
me? Yeah.
And listen, bro, you've got only 4 people standing there watching. I've got 1 million people watching. That's the difference. And if I lose, people make a meme out of me and put it on TikTok and write glass chin under it. Not you though. So I don't deep it, you know. And everything I've been through in life, I'd be like, all right, I lost, and what? Tomorrow's a new day. I'll bounce back again. And that's the mentality you need in life. You're gonna fall a lot in life, you know, boys. You're gonna get let down. You're gonna have heartbreaks. You're gonna think you're gonna have certain things you had in your life last year, which won't be in your life this year. You're gonna have women you loved, and they do you in. You're gonna have friends who become enemies. You're gonna have money. You're not gonna have money. But in the end of it, you need to stay true to yourself, and always remember, tomorrow's a new day. You might have a bad day today. Tomorrow's a new day. And with that mindset, you'll do well in life. Just stay focused, man. And anything that's not in your control in life, don't let it affect you. Anything you can't control how a girl feels about you, or if a girl leaves you. You can't control a lot of things. But what you can control is what's in, what you can do, and what won't hurt you. And you won't hurt yourself. You're not gonna blow your money in it. It's all in your control in it. But everything else comes and goes. And that's the truth of life, bro. Stay true to yourself. Wake up every day. Chase your dreams. And remember, there's always better days coming. Like Tupac said, better days.
So tell me this. Would you fight a YouTuber?
Of course I would. Smash his head in, bro. Get paid for free. I'd get paid for free.
Who would you fight?
Any one of them, man.
KSI?
KSI shit, man.
Yeah.
Not a boxer, man.
Really?
Come on, man.
Who do you think will win? I love Tommy Fury. Tommy Fury is gonna win.
Tommy Fury's gonna chin him. Tommy Fury's been brought up around boxers, man. He's gonna knock him out. I
You
hope he
reckon?
does.
You know what the thing is though?
You
Thinking
reckon?
about it
You know
now.
what it is, though? Tommy Fury.
If Fury loses, he has the whole world to lose because he's grew up around boxing from the get go.
You know what it is? It's that boxing sits on Tommy Fury's shoulders. He just about beat Jake Paul, and now he's fighting KSI.
This is what I'm saying. He just about beat.
But then you gotta look
Just-
at
I
this.
thought he clearly won the
But
Jake
shall I
Paul
tell you
fight.
one more thing,
I'm not
though?
saying clearly,
Being
bro.
Tommy Fury, you know how much money Tommy Fury's getting paid? So does he really give a...
I was
Damn.
gonna say, yeah,
Who
he's getting
cares?
paid a lot, but at the
KSI
same time,
knows he's gonna get beat. Who cares? Do you know how much he's getting paid?
yeah, true.
Does it really matter? You can be shite. You can be $1 million, bro. They're getting
Because
paid.
that card's
They're
sick
winners.
as well, man.
They're winners. They are the real winners. They're getting paid. I'd fight any YouTuber, bro.
Any YouTuber.
I swear to God, offer me whatever and I'll fight any YouTuber, man.
Would you fight Vicstar?
Who's Vicstar?
Vicstar will get banged.
No, it's skinny dude.
No, skinny.
dude.
The Asian guy in the Sidemen that hangs around with KSI a lot, plays games.
That's what I'm
Probably,
saying. No, you know who he is.
I don't watch them, bro. My mates watch
fair.
this YouTube boxing. What there's one.
Do you think there's anyone even good in this YouTube boxing?
Nah, there's one fat geezer, Soap Poppy.
So Poppy,
So,
yeah,
but he's
so
not,
Poppy.
He's not fat no more still.
Soap
He's not fat
Poppy.
no more.
Nah, he lost a bit of weight.
He's good. There's another one. I don't know why he's a YouTube boxer because he's a real boxer. He's from Birmingham.
Is he?
What's his name? He fought last week and knocked out Aaron Chambers, man.
Who?
It's not Arms, is it?
Nah, man.
It's
Come on.
Idris.
Idris Virgo.
Idris Virgo.
He's an actual
Yeah.
boxer,
He's an actual.
So
Yeah.
he shouldn't be fighting YouTubers. But that's the example you get when a YouTuber fights a
He's
proper
making
boxer.
that
He's
quick
getting
bread.
battered. And you
Yeah.
make good money, man.
Is he that good? Because we had
When he banged out him and
I
got
don't know
paid.
if you know Ty Mitchell.
Time which
Fact
is a
joke.
good fighter, you know.
Yeah, we had him
Yeah,
on the
we
pod.
had him and he said Idris.
Him. Keep him away from everyone.
Oh, he's good.
That brother's good. Because I've seen it, and I've heard a lot about him, man. I don't know him personally,
Yeah.
but if he gets given a professional license,
Because that's what he was meant to get a
people
professional
are in
license.
trouble. He's good. He can fight. He can fight. I've heard a lot of good things about him. Tyson Fury spars him, bro. This guy ain't had
Yeah,
no
he was telling
professional
us.
fight. So what does that tell you about him? They all hire him out to come. He's a good fighter, man. He's a proper brother as well, I've been told. He's a proper geezer.
He's a proper guy as well.
Proper
So
geezer.
genuine
I've been
guy.
told. Yeah, I've been
He's
told
rather
that.
calm as well, because when he came on, he
Yeah.
was cool. Like, I hope I can help you brothers out with this part.
Yeah,
It's
Yeah,
proper.
bro.
proper geezer, man. I've heard a lot about him, but he can fight, you know. If he gets given a chance on YouTube, oh my God.
He was calling out Idris Fergal.
Oh.
He was like,
Listen, he's a problem. Leave him. And if I was any of the managers of these YouTubers, the boxers, and they said his name, I'd change the subject. What you having to eat tonight, bro? Yo, leave that brother, man. His jab's like a gun, bro. He's a good fighter, you know.
yeah.
They're not giving him a pro license, though, are they?
Nah,
Nah,
he
nah,
was
nah.
speaking about it.
Because of what he's done or
Yeah,
something.
Yeah,
conviction and stuff.
Yo,
Yeah.
he's a good fighter, man. I hope he fights Idris Fergal. You see how good this geezer really is, and he'll get paid, and he wants paid.
Yeah, he'll get a good pay.
Because he was like the same as you. He goes, see these YouTube man, they get smoked by real boxers.
They get smoked out, bro, in a round. A boxer don't even have to train for them.
Mm,
They can't throw a punch. Have you seen half of them?
yeah. See, I don't really think KSI can fight like that.
you
When
know
I-
what?
You're
when I
gonna see him
watch
get
him.
knocked out in 2 rounds.
You know what it
Fury knocks
is?
him out.
When KSI had like 3 fights in one day,
Yeah, 2 fights in one day.
was it 2 or 3? I'm sure it was 3. You know,
It was 2. You had
Yeah.
Pineda
Okay,
and
yeah,
Storms.
yeah.
Storms.
Swarms, bro. That what's his name? Pineda.
Yeah.
He's a professional boxer,
Yeah.
bro. He got smoked, bro.
I'm telling you.
I
I'm
was-
telling you.
How you get smoked that bad? He was literally running away.
YouTube boxing is just making money for everybody. That's
Mm.
all it is, bro. It's not really boxing, but that's the way the world's ending. And I mean, that's the way the world's got. That's the way the world is going.
How much money are they making?
They're making money.
Throw a figure.
We talking
Couple of 100 bags at least. At
Mm.
least. Couple of 100
Bruh.
bags.
whether you win or lose?
Bro, they don't matter if you win or lose. You sign a contract before the fight, you're getting paid this regardless. Couple of 100 bag. Defo.
I see why Swarms had a fight.
Because he was on a
Swarms,
last.
who did he fight again?
KSI.
And then he had another fight after.
KSI one?
KSI battered him, innit?
Yeah, because Swarms didn't know how to fight.
Can KSI fight?
I don't really feel like he can.
I feel like
I've
he's
never seen
alright.
this guy fight. Is it the prime guy?
Yeah. I don't feel like he's ever fought anyone.
Good.
I don't like him though. you know.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying?
I don't like him, you know.
Why?
I don't like him. A lot of Pakistani people don't like him though. Because of the comment he made once.
Okay, because I do watch his YouTube
And you know one
videos,
thing we don't
I
forget,
do
bro,
know
is
that.
if you make a bad comment.
Oh.
If somebody makes a bad comment, if a Pakistani geezer made a bad comment about your race like that,
Nah,
You-
I
you-
hear what
you
you're
would always
saying.
remember
I
that
hear what
stuff.
you're
you
saying.
don't forget these things. So, you know, a lot of people don't like him, but then they tried going into the mosque and making men with everybody because they're wrong. The last people you want to get on the bad side of is Muslims. If they team up against you, bro,
Yeah, you're over still.
you're
done
over,
for,
bro. Especially Pakistanis. And he shouldn't have done that. So I don't like him. I hope he gets knocked out, man. There's no apology that matches what you said, bro. You don't say them things, especially on live telly. If we're boys and we're chilling and we're not on camera, it's different. But you don't say them things on camera, and that's the reality of it.
How important has being a Muslim helped you in your boxing career?
Massive, man.
Because I know he's massive for every
Massive,
fight.
man.
In the
Massive.
community.
You know, my family all pray. I try to pray. I'm not perfect. I make a lot of mistakes. A lot. I do so much bad. But I try to pray. I try to be good. And religion keeps you straight. And then when Ramadan comes, bro, you can be one person in the whole of Ramadan. Every Pakistani becomes somebody completely different. It just
I've
shows
seen
the
it,
power.
to be fair.
I heard it's
I've seen
like
it.
men are wild, disciplined.
It shows the power of our religion. It brings unity as well. And we always, a lot of, you know, it brings unity. It's welcoming. And it plays a massive part in my life, man. Islam is massive. Honestly, I'll do anything for my religion.
It's like we had I'm sure you know Mr. Yaqub, and he was saying as a community strong,
Solid. We
Yeah.
support each other.
unbreakable.
We support each other.
He goes, no matter what field it is, Muslim brother, I support you.
100%.
Facts.
You know what? You want to see unity, yeah? You know, in Ramadan, next time it's Ramadan, go to Coventry Road at 12 in the night. That's unity, bro. They all come out. Women, men, it's mixed, but nobody will mess about with the women. Nobody will say a bad word to anybody because, you know, in that month, bro, everything's about giving. It's beautiful. I'll take you. In Ramadan, I'm going to take you.
When is
man.
it? Is it
Ramadan, bro, March.
March?
That's kind of
I'll
fast.
defo take you. Nah, defo.
Yeah,
Remind
it'd
me
be
we'll
sick
go,
still.
man. I'll take you and show you the whole thing.
Say no
Come to
more.
the mosque.
I'll come to the
Come
mosque.
Come to the mosque,
I'm
bro.
down to learn. I'm
There's
down
so
to learn.
much you can learn, bro, about our religion. It's beautiful, peaceful, giving. You'll be welcome, man.
Teach me one thing about your religion that's keep you going, keeps you strong.
Faith. Faith and belief.
Mm.
You know, I believe, like, whatever happens in my life, if I lose, if I have no money, if I lose family members, I just remember it's from God. And Allah will make everything better. It's from Him. Keep faith. Just believe, man. Believe. Believe in God. You wake up some days, you have a bad day, you might have an argument with this person, that person, and you think, why are you doing this to me, God? Innit? We all have them moments in life where you think, why me? And you question a lot of things, don't you? But go to a mosque. Whenever you have a bad day or you feel down, go to a mosque and pray. And watch how you feel. Or go to the graveyard and pray. So peaceful, man.
Why the graveyard?
For me, I have a connection in the graveyard. Obviously, my family is buried there, and I feel like I can go and pray there. And you go into a graveyard, it blocks everything else out. The outside world don't matter when you're into a graveyard and you're sitting on the bench and you're praying. It don't matter. You go into a mosque, you sit down and you pray. Does anything else matter?
Sure.
And that's the most important thing. I think faith, man, and believing in reality. And Islam is reality for me. You get it?
So, how do you know Ahmed?
Ahmed, through my family, I've known him for years.
Who doesn't know Ahmed?
I know,
Who
yeah,
doesn't know
everyone
Ahmed?
My
knows Ahmed
family,
now,
you
innit?
know, we grew up in the same area, grew up in the same household. Let's say. Yeah, our families are very close. You get it?
Yeah.
And then obviously he worked with my uncle for years. And before he even blew up, you know, I've known him for years. And then all of a sudden, he's gone from here to there. And that's the reality of social media and being able to speak. And he deserves it, man. Fair play to him. I hope he keeps doing well. And I hope he spreads a positive message. I've known him for years.
Has he stayed the same ever since you know him?
He don't change, bro.
Yeah, I could imagine.
Money and a name don't change people. Like I said to you, people don't remember you for what you have. People remember you for how you are with them. And he meets anyone, he'll be welcoming with them. Like me, like a lot of people. It's just the way they've been brought up. You get it? He's come from a hard-working family as well. They've done really, really well. You know, they've worked hard though.
So obviously, recently I've been seeing, when I speak to a lot of Muslim brothers, they're saying how they're planning on taking their family and kids out of this country because we live in a world where men can identify as women, walk into women's toilets, walk around with pretending to be a woman, and obviously they've always said like they don't rock with that, and like it's against their religion, and it's not right. What do you think of that?
See, in our religion, in the Quran, it says this is going to happen. It says this is going to happen in the world.
That's exactly what the guy told me yesterday.
Yeah, this
He
is
goes,
going to happen.
he predicted Shaitan would come into this world and make this happen.
No, how you got to look at it is, you have children. One day, your son comes downstairs in a skirt. What are you going to say to him? What are your parents going to say to him? What are your parents' parents going to say to him? You think that's acceptable? Not in my world, man. Do you know what I mean? And if my daughter's in a toilet and a man walks in that toilet, what am I going to do? Nah, for me, it's not acceptable. For me, look, we all have our rules. We all have our limits. We all have our own minds. And my mind tells me it's not right. I'm against it. And they're teaching it in schools now to kids. That's okay. For example, somebody was telling me that day, a kid told one of his class fellows in school that day he's a dog. And the kid goes to him, no, you're not a dog. And the teacher threw him out the room because he can't say that he's not a dog. You understand what I mean? He told his mate, you're not a dog, you're a human. He goes, no, I'm a dog.
So he's identifying as a dog?
Yeah, because they're teaching they've got these little books in schools now, and they're showing them it's okay to be a girl, or it's okay to be gay, or it's okay to be an animal. You want your children to learn that?
That's wild.
Do you want your children to learn that? Nah, man, I ain't with it. And I think it'll cause a massive problem in the UK eventually. Because we go back 10 years, our parents used to send us to school and we were safe. We were learning the correct stuff. And they always told us teachers are like our parents. Yes or no? You respect your teachers
Yeah.
like you respect your parents. But our teachers teaching us the right things now. Then they're not, and I don't think it's not acceptable for me, and I wouldn't want my children to be brought up around that. And if a man ever tries to identify himself as a woman to my daughter, or tells my daughter or if I have a son, it's okay to be gay or a lesbian. Nah, man. Go teach your own kids that, not mine. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because they are pushing the agenda
They're
onto kids
pushing
without
it on
choice.
fully,
That is wild.
and
innit?
it's okay to do
Primary
certain things.
schools,
And they're
bro.
teaching them. I've been told, I might be wrong, teaching them about sex and body parts and
To be fair, they done that when I was in school.
no, but not at this age.
Nah, this age.
Oh.
That's our secondary school.
That's at
Nah,
secondary
in
year 9,
in year 6, bro. I
year
got taught
7,
that.
year 8, year 9. But now I've heard
it was like more of they separated the boys and the girls, and the boys learn about themselves, the girls learn about themselves.
It's
What is it all together now?
I've heard certain things, but I don't know if I'm right. I might be wrong, but I think it's out of order, and I think whoever's in charge of this country needs to shoot themselves. Oh, he needs to have a look at himself.
Hear this. I'm not sure if any of you have seen the TikTok here, but it's just this guy's day in the life. He's Muslim. He was practicing Islam. Everything was good. He had a pretty good day in the life, good routine. Then I think the last clip, he was like, "Oh, I finally got home to my husband."
I've seen it.
You've seen it.
I've seen it, and I've seen marriages been happening, and people are supporting it.
Wait.
It was a man.
said finally got
Yeah,
home
gay
to
marriage
my
is happening
husband.
now.
and
People are
he
celebrating it.
was Muslim man.
Muslim man,
Yeah.
and they kissed as well.
And in our
Under it.
religion,
Is that disrespectful?
that is a sign. That's a big sign, big sign that the end of times are coming. And listen, I have people who support these things. Like 2 men are getting married, and families are supporting it now. Like, what are you doing, man? But country like Chechnya. You know where that is, Chechnya?
Where's it?
So I
You know
never
Khabib?
heard.
Never heard of Khabib, the fighter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In their country, do you know what they?
I thought they're Russian.
Yeah, do you know what their leaders have said?
What?
Keep that stuff in your own countries. This country is not allowed.
But same as
real.
stuff like Dubai and all them places there.
Oh, you
Saudi
can't do that.
Arabia. You can't do that.
You can't do
No,
that.
no, you
What
can't
about
do that.
Jamaica?
Yard man a chop man. Yard man
Bro,
a chop. You
yeah.
can't do that.
You
man.
do that kind of
You know,
stuff
no,
there.
you can't do that in Jamaica, but I feel like Dubai, they'll
Dubai,
just
you can't
throw you
do it.
in prison.
Bro,
In Jamaica,
Dubai,
it's
you
more
can't do
of-
many
it's
It's more
things.
like batty man.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
it.
In Jamaica, it's
can't,
more
man,
of
you can't.
batman,
And you
and,
know what,
your
for
life's
me-
your life's at risk.
But see, when I speak about my religion as well, my religion teaches us to stay away from this stuff. My religion teaches us discipline to not get involved in these things. That's another brilliant thing our religion does. Part of discipline. But that stuff there, Karen becomes Chris. Chris becomes Karen. What fucking world are you living in, you dickheads? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
How you teaching kids that? My daughter comes home one day and tells me her name's Chris. I don't know, man. But if that ever happens, shoot me under a bus. True though, isn't it?
It is true still.
And our
It's
parents
crazy.
and their parents would look at that and, yo, you're not going to school no more. You don't need to learn that. Stay at home.
The fact that everything that's not normal, because
It's
back in the day it
becoming
wasn't normal.
normal.
It's coming normal, like
becoming
the
normal.
LGBTQ with the extra
Can't
They've got their
Well,
own. They've got their own centre now in town and offices.
Yeah.
and all, man.
Just on the roundabout of
They
a
have
six
some
ways,
big,
six ways, yeah.
big signs. So what is going on, man? But look, like we said, in our religion, in the Quran, it says all of this is going to happen one day. It says, all of these things and a lot more. So
I can't imagine how confused the kids must be still.
kids are, it's
Bro,
mad.
imagine being like 8 years old and you being told it's okay if you want to be changed into a girl. If you're a boy, it's okay if you want to be changed.
And believe me
into
or
a
not,
boy
a
if you
lot
was
of kids
girl.
are beginning to act like girls. And
If anything,
I
that would encourage them saying, "Oh, by the way, you can also do this."
Nah, that's just hella confusing because they'll be like, oh, I can do what I want. And the kids, they're going to do what they like, the first thing that comes to your head, bro.
Oh.
If you drop your lollipop, you're going to pick it up, there's hair on it. You'll probably still lick it and eat it, bro. Like, you get me? You're not thinking straight. You're not an adult, but yeah.
That's a
just-
wild topic. That
Yeah, you know what I'm saying,
man,
but-
I've just gone deep into thought there. Wow.
But one thing we did speak about was one of the good things you said you've done throughout your life, and that was for a young child.
The little kid in Aston.
Yeah. So what happened was once upon a time, 2018. I've pulled up outside a shop called Burger Shack. And
Burger Shack. Why do you feel like I know where Burger Shack is?
By the Villa Ground.
By the Villa- There you go.
And there's a
Yeah.
bunch of kids there. Anyways, cut the long story short, I've jumped out. I'm driving a little posh car, nice car. And the kid's like, I want to be like you. Oh, what you been doing? He goes, he's got 2 Nokia phones. I want to start boxing, but I don't have the money and that. Sat him in the car. Took him to a boxing gym. Said to that trainer, I'll pay you every week. Look after the kid, and now the kid goes boxing. He's fighting.
What's his
know.
name?
Huh?
What's his name?
I can't tell you.
You
his
can't
name.
remember his
That's
name.
like, I don't even like. Sometimes I don't like talking about it because
Yeah.
it's like, Uncle Raza, don't tell no one, man. I'm like, yeah, it's cool. So now he's doing well. His mom's proud of him, and look, his mom goes to me a few weeks back. What I'm giving you right now will keep you away from a lot of badness in your life and bring a lot of goodness. I go, what? She goes, I pray for you every day for what you've done for me. You saved my son. Now he's 15 years old. He's not got no Nokias. He goes boxing, he goes school. Anytime he needs anything, I help him out. And that for me is bigger than winning anything in life. Helping little kids, man. And there's so many more I'd love to help this kid. You know, since then, all he does is trains, goes school, does good things. His mom tells me that anyway, so it's nice, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a good
one
way
good
to
thing
end
I've
it,
done.
bro.
To be able to just give back as well.
Yeah,
bro.
100%. It's not much what you're giving somebody 20, 30, 40 quid a week. That's not a lot of money, man. And you can keep somebody straight and narrow, feed them, training, any boxing gear you need, I get it for you.
Nah, that's nice. That's
Big
nice.
us, though.
That's a touch. Isn't it?
That touched my heart still.
Yeah, he's gonna. Surprised he never touched anything else. See that topic there?
Someone probably did.
Let me just ask you quickly before we end it. What's 7 things you can't live without?
7 things.
Yeah.
Food.
Bez?
Okay, well, what food are we
Survival.
talking?
Bro, I love Jamaican food.
Swear.
Jerk chicken, I love that. But my favorite food, probably Pakistani food, innit?
Yeah.
Pakistani food fills me with proper food. My bed,
I'm guessing you love sleep then, yeah?
shower,
Hygiene, go on.
coffee.
What
Do
we
you drink
talking?
coffee every day?
Coffee twice a
Latte.
day. Flat white oatmeal caramel shot.
Shots?
Try it.
What, so it's just a little shot of
Yeah,
like,
caramel. So what other oat?
you've got food, bed, shower, coffee. That's 4.
Boxing.
I was expecting that. That's 5.
A roof over my head.
Stability.
And clothes, bro.
And clothes.
A lot of people wouldn't say some of them things.
You know what? He's not even put like phone.
No, I don't need a phone. I don't need a
MacBook,
phone. I don't
man
need
put
money. I don't
laptop.
need. I don't
Man just said shelter, food, bed.
I'm war zone, bro. Put me in war zone and give me that.
You got no water though, but that's crazy. Yeah.
Water. Nah, water's water in it. Have a shower in it. that is just basic living. I'm a basic person. Give me that and I can
Yeah.
live. I don't need nothing else. Food twice a day. Feed me. Roof over my head so I can keep warm. Shower, I can keep clean. Bed, I can sleep.
What's that coffee shop called though? real
Coffee
quick?
tails.
Coffee tail. Watch him buy it now.
What's it called?
Flat white oatmeal caramel shot. Just say Raza's order. Just go there and say whatever Raza has. Just give me Raza's
I'd
order.
rather have oat milk as well, still. So
It's
that's
nice.
nice.
It's nice.
Flat white oat milk caramel shot.
Caramel shot, bro.
So what? The whole thing's just a shot?
No, it's a coffee. It's a flat white.
Oh, it's a proper. Okay. Okay.
But see all them things. A lot of people wouldn't say that. A lot of people would say what? Money. Women.
A lot of people say like phones, Wi-Fi.
I don't need a phone. Why do I need a phone for? Phone's a distraction, bro.
Hear that?
It is
You
a
wake up,
distraction,
all you
to
want to
be
do is go on Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok. If somebody wants to get a hold of you, they'll get a hold of you. Trust me. There's 101 ways to get hold of people. Go to the house.
True.
That's
still.
no, not in
True.
them days no more.
Go to the house. Phone, I don't need. What else is it? A car, I can walk. Money, nah, I can get food. I can knock anyone's door and get food. Anybody that knows me, anyways. What else is there?
What else do
A
people
girl?
normally say? People say family.
Oh, family, yeah. Family is a major thing there, bro. Family is a major thing. I wasn't even thinking about
You
that.
just thinking survival, man.
I was
Just thinking
yo,
bare
if I
bones.
go
That's every man for himself.
right now, my family is a main thing for me, man. My family is, I love my family. Keeps man going, that does, man. Keeps me happy, wakes me up every day. Family. They're at religion, faith,
No, you did not. A lot of people do say religion as well.
religion. Most important thing in religion. If I got my faith is strong, you know, God's got me.
God's got you. Sick.
All right, Raza. Thanks for coming
Good.
down.
Thank you very
Thanks for
much,
coming
boys,
on,
man.
Raza, man.
Respect,
Appreciate
man.
it, bro.
Thank you,
Big
bro.
respect, bro.
Thank you, bro, man.
Amazing.